I'd like to thank Svenja for her really inspiring words this morning. And of course, it's a great pleasure for me to be at the 8th Berlin Energy Transition Dialogue. My warmest thanks to the German government for convening this conference, and also to Minister Schulze for her support at COP26 and the great leadership that she's shown in this area. I wish, of course, that we were meeting today in brighter circumstances. This is indeed a dark time for Europe and for the world. Ukrainian friends and colleagues are fighting on the streets to defend their homeland from Russian aggression. And as Minister Schulze said, this has been a remarkable turning point, a change in world affairs. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has highlighted in very stark terms the need for European countries to accelerate the energy transition and to wean themselves off Russian oil and gas. In the UK, we get only a small proportion of our supply from Russia, but in the context of Vladimir Putin's aggression, even that small fraction is too much. So I was very pleased to announce only a few weeks ago that we will phase out Russian oil and look at ways to reduce the amount of gas we use generally. The EU, our friends in the EU, are also taking steps to end dependence on Russian hydrocarbons. In the UK, we are stepping up plans for a homegrown energy system, generating cheaper, cleaner energy by expanding renewables and by looking at new nuclear, while we use the resources of the North Sea to manage the transition. Our energy security strategy, which we will set out shortly, will point the way in showing how exactly we mean to do this. Of course, we all need to accelerate the shift away from fossil fuels for our energy security, and also, let's not forget this, to combat climate change. At COP26, countries agreed to phase down their use of coal to keep 1.5 degrees alive. But as we all know here, words are not enough. Governments must revisit their 2030 targets. We must deliver policies at pace and double the finance available for adaptation. It's been nearly 6 months since the launch of our own government, the UK government's net zero strategy, and it was labelled by the Climate Change Committee as arguably the world's most comprehensive net zero plan. We've already mobilised £12 billion of government funding to support new clean tech, but investment from the private sector has also quickly followed. We will continue to ramp up renewables. We will continue to invest in hydrogen production, which represents a shared priority for the UK, but also, as Svenja suggested, for our friends in Germany and other global partners. Offshore wind will continue to be a major contributor to the clean energy mix, particularly for the UK and many of our European neighbours with access to the North Sea. The Neu-Connect interconnector will bring together the UK and German electricity market, and it will allow the UK's growing wind power generation to play a role in the decarbonisation and security of both energy sectors in the UK and also in Germany. We managed, I think, at COP26 to launch the steel breakthrough, and I'm also looking forward, in terms of decarbonising steel, to work closely with Germany and others to accelerate this agenda. The sort of transformation that we are looking to achieve can only be possible, and this cannot be stressed enough, it's only possible through international collaboration. In Glasgow, through campaigning on coal, cars, cash and trees, we generated new momentum to drive climate ambition in key sectors of our economies across the world. We've established the Energy and Zero Emissions Vehicles Transition Councils and the Just Energy Transition Partnership with South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, in the wake of COP26, we need to turn our ambition, frequently stated, into action. The green industrial revolution will help us to reach net zero, secure energy independence, and create better jobs and lives for our citizens. We must approach these goals in a spirit of collaboration and partnership, but also with a laser-like focus and a renewed sense of urgency. Thank you all very much this morning. Thank you.